Yes. Very natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like ice.
Yes.
Hi.
I don't know.
Welcome to the Require Podcast, episode 11. I'm Brandon. I'm not Consort Card. I'm fucking Brandon. It's been. We missed a week. Go ahead, introductions.
I am Bearded, and this episode is brought to you by Jameson Triple Distilled Irish Whiskey, a blend triple distilled, matured, and bottled in Ireland.
We're not even fucking sponsored by them. What the fuck is
You
this?
don't know.
It's not even time for an ad read.
They gave him that for him to plug it, okay?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And guess what? We're also
You better
sponsored by. My name is Cody. We're sponsored by New Belgium Fat Tire, made in Colorado, USA.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My name's
right now?
Bearded, and we're also sponsored by Equate Aloe Sunburn Relief Gel.
I like how when Bearded went back to that, he's just like, and my name's Bearded. He's already fucking
Yeah, he had to say it again. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's gonna grab random things.
Free fucking advertisement right now. This is some bullshit.
Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
But if you want to, Jameson,
Triple distilled.
I can definitely help.
What if we got like,
Me
like
too.
if I got like an email and it was like Charmin toilet paper was like, yeah, we want to sponsor you. Like,
I talk about poop all the time then.
My hiney is so Charmin shiny.
yeah.
Like all of us got just like a free, like just a giant pack of toilet paper every month.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think that's when you know you're an adult, when you're like, oh, you know what? That actually come in handy.
That's a good sponsor. Let's get that.
Yeah. Can we get Dawn dish soap?
Yeah.
Tide? Something like that?
Laundry
Some trash
detergent.
bags.
Yeah. God.
Fuck it. Who can I get some like Hanes socks? I got through a lot of those.
Yeah, I kind of need a bit of everything. Ford, do you want to sponsor me?
If you could legitimately get one sponsor for the rest of your life, no questions asked, what would it be?
Tesla.
Tesla. Ooh, that actually a pretty good one.
That's a quick answer. I have no idea. I didn't think about this at
really
all
want a
before I asked
Tesla. I didn't think of it either. That was just the first thing that popped into my head. No, it would probably be some whiskey.
Or like, so basically you get that item like for like your lifetime, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got, Bearded?
So like.
Oh gosh, on the spot.
I'll go.
I'm just like looking around my room.
What do I use? What's around here?
Yeah, what do I use every day? Toothpaste.
Get free toothpaste the rest of your life. That tube that costs like maybe $3 at the time, or more, or less. Fuck, you can cheat.
Equate sunburn relief.
Hey man, I shave my head. I use some of that now.
You can get like,
You're
dude,
gonna have
let's
to.
get sponsored by Dollar Shave Club.
Gillette.
Or just fucking anything really. Well, I say
The
Dollar Shave
Dollar
Club
Shave
because
Club would be awesome.
they sponsor a lot. But yeah.
Well, you could do Dollar Shave Club and then Dollar Beard Club.
Hey, there
And
you
Beard can be a sponsor for both of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could.
He'll
I really
shave
could.
and then he has his beard.
Then you go. Hi, welcome to the Required Podcast. I'm Bearded. Have you ever wanted to
And
join
I'm
the
sponsored
fucking
by-
beard club or something? You gotta get real crazy with it. And then we'll.
How's your beard looking?
How's mine looking?
How is your?
No,
beard looking?
no. Yeah.
Oh.
yours too.
I'm just
I
curious
thought
now. I thought that was a legitimate question. How is your beard
Yeah.
looking?
I thought you were being personal about it.
We can
it's
get
good.
personal.
Okay, I'm down.
Again,
Well,
How
okay.
long is it?
if nobody's seen Bearded, he looks like Kratos, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's growing back. I'm letting it go crazy right now.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
too
you got a
long,
wizard?
but
Wizard beard.
no, it's probably about 1.5 to 2 inches. Like I said, it ain't too bad right now.
Bearded looks really mean. It's awesome.
But I'm a really nice
I
guy.
forgot to say.
Yeah. Way nice.
We're like 4 minutes in. Gelf couldn't make it to this week, and sorry
yeah.
we missed last week because 2 people were sick, and Beardo didn't have any internet. So we were like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, sorry. So
Yes.
I felt bad.
Sorry
Dude,
about that.
that Sunday, like I was feeling really good, and then like right when recording time hit, and like since we were passing it up anyway, dude, I just fucking got super sick. I don't know where it came from. I thought I was gonna throw up. I was like, what in the fuck is going on? Then I was like, man, I'm really glad we skipped out on it because I was not gonna make it. I just sat at my desk and cried.
Oh no.
Aw.
Tears.
So I got some stories.
What's up?
You guys have heard this because I put it in Discord chat, but I want to verbally explain it because it's fun. So the guy at the gun club that was like, okay, so I'm a mail carrier, everybody, and this was like, I delivered to this place at the beginning of the day. It's a gun store. I'm not gonna specify which, but it's a gun store, and so I go in basically, and they always have something that's outgoing, whether it be, it's usually like a package because they buy and sell guns, so sometimes they need signatures and this and that. Anyway, so I go in there, and they have big old windows with like bars on them because it's a gun store. It's a nice gun store. It's not in a shitty area. Like, it's just your typical gun store. And so I walk in, and normally the guys are pretty cool. They're probably about our age, maybe. There's a couple that are like maybe like a couple years younger, so it's the younger crowd. And there was this customer in there, and normally like this place opens like at 9 o'clock, and sometimes 10 o'clock, and I got there at like 9:45. So like, I mean, there's somebody at the store buying a gun at 9:45 in the morning, and so I walk in. I walk
Thursday.
in. The customers. Wonder if it was a Thursday when that happened. I can't remember.
Thursday gun buy day, man.
Anyway, so I walk in. The guy's got a rifle in his hand, and so I know the gun is not loaded, but I still feel like it's common courtesy to point it at the fucking ceiling, or at the ground,
Yeah,
or hunter safety. Don't point it. I know it doesn't have anything in it because we're in a fucking store, but it still makes me so uncomfortable. Because like when he turned around, he just had it like hip, like pointed at me, and he makes this joke, and I know he saw me coming a mile away because the way he said it. But he goes, you boys ever want to shoot a mail carrier? As I walk in the door, and I'm like, no. I was like, I just became super awkward because people can own their guns. That's cool. I don't plan on buying one ever. But then when you make a joke like that towards me,
So dumb.
Yeah.
it's like, and then I kind of nervously laughed about it because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try to just get out of here as soon as I can. So I'm like, here's your mail. Oh, I have some outgoing. Okay, cool. And I have to stand there and wait. And so then the employee guy makes a going postal joke, and like I get making jokes like that. It's like, oh, it's relevant because he's a mail carrier. Blah blah blah. You can't make those jokes in the post office. They will fucking throw you out immediately. But
Really?
yeah, because that's a legitimate thing. The going postal came from a guy who came to work and killed all of his coworkers. Like, that's where that comes from. So when he's like, oh yeah, he's gonna go postal, it's like, no, sorry. And that made it so much more fucking awkward. I just took my shit and they're like, oh, have a great day. I just left. Nope, I'm leaving. And so then I didn't do that route for like 2 weeks just because I was on other routes throughout the week, helping this and that. And mind you, that route with that gun store is my absolute favorite route in the station. Like, fucking just so good.
Wow.
It's the day that I walk 10 miles. I fucking love it. It's great. Anyway, so 2 weeks go by or so, and this was, I think, 4 days ago from now, and I go back in there. It's my first time back, in weeks, and they definitely know who I am because I do that route fucking almost every day of my life now, which is awesome. And it's the older. I don't know if he's the manager, but he's like he seems more in charge than anybody. He seems a little bit older. He's maybe like 29 or something. Like, they're all pretty young in there. But man, he laid down the biggest apology. He's just like, man, I'm so sorry that that guy joked like that, and one of our employees is now on leave, blah blah blah. And he's just like, I feel so bad. I'm like, nah, just don't even worry about it. Just, it's all like, I'm totally cool with it because it's been weeks since then, and I was like, yeah, just. And apparently they barred that customer from ever coming back.
Holy crap!
That's awesome. They
made
took
a joke
action.
Because he made a joke about shooting somebody. I mean, and you're at a gun store buying a gun. That's like a big red flag.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna sell a gun to him because he's clearly, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was cool. Now every time I walk in there, it's really awkward because the guy, I did see the guy that was on leave for a little while, and so now when I walk in, I just don't even talk to him, and he doesn't talk to me anymore. So.
Yeah, he's like, fucked up.
Well, I mean, I went back to my station that day. It was a Saturday. That's what it was. It was a Saturday because I remember because I was like, yeah, like I know you guys aren't gonna be here tomorrow because it's Sunday, but I was like, hey, they made some pretty fucked up jokes, and we got sassy black ladies as our supervisors, and she was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna give them a call. What's their address? And I was like, so it was
The
pretty
thing on
rough.
that is that people are going to be stupid and do stupid things, but when it's in an establishment, it's up to the people there. You know what I mean? To say, hey,
Yeah.
we don't do that
Yeah.
shit here. If you don't want to take this seriously, then get the fuck out.
I make a lot of really terrible jokes outside of work, just because I'm not like when I'm outside of work, I'm not associated with anything but myself.
Yeah, but you don't do it. You don't,
I
no one can hear it, you know?
Right, but when I'm in my post uniform and I'm like delivering to places, I refuse to make jokes like that because now I'm representing something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is that's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna walk around and I'm not saying I'm gonna make a joke saying I'm gonna like, oh, have you ever shot a mailman before? I don't think I'd ever make that joke. That's not even funny in general. Like, even if you were behind closed doors, that's not a funny joke to begin with. But
That's
yeah. Oh,
great.
and then I have like a secondary story to this now. So that same route. Sorry, I'm taking up all this airtime here. The same route.
Oh.
This gun store is also attached to an auto supply shop. Sells car parts, whatever. Not a huge name brand one. It's like your, what do you call them? Mom and pop shops kind of deal.
Local, yeah.
Yeah, local. And there's four older dudes in there, and they're all probably like maybe ranging from 50s to 60s, maybe low 50s, high 60s. They're all really nice.
Sense.
They're so cool, like, and it's just wonderful. Like, they walk in, they kind of give me a little bit of shit, blah blah. Yeah, because they call me a hippie because I wear my sweatbands, I got my long hair, and it's funny. We all joke around and shit because they're like, oh yeah, I remember that time, blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so well, good old Brandon learned that real recently that they're incredibly racist.
Wow.
But they're good guys.
They're good guys. Real
They
funny.
were, oh god. See, now it's like, so it's one of those things where you meet these cool people and you're like, wow,
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
having a really good time, and then they just go, yeah, there was one time I murdered a guy, and you're just like, oh.
What?
But okay, so I'm taking my mail. Okay, so I go from the gun club. I awkwardly, I'm like, I think this was a day after I got the apology. So, I'm still kind of jarred from this little area. So I got the apology the next day. Okay, boom, go to the auto supply. And there's a package. There's a UPS package sitting outside of their door. And so my first thought was, oh, the UPS guy must have just left it at their door. They must have been closed or something. And it was like slightly opened. It's like a triangle box. It's real tall. But it wasn't like tall enough to be like over the window. So I was like, maybe they just didn't see it. So I go in, I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Blah, blah, this and that. Here's your mail. Also, did you guys know there's a package like sitting outside your door? And okay, so what I'm gonna say.
Now where does it transition? from here?
I'm not gonna say anything awful because they didn't. Okay, so the context is bad,
yeah.
but they didn't throw around any specific words that I can't say. You know what I'm saying?
There's no inbox.
So. So I go, yeah, okay, there's a package outside. Do you want me to grab it for you real quick? Because they're behind a counter. And he gets this really mean tone. He goes, nah, some colored fella to bring in the package, and it said evidence on it, blah blah. And we opened it, took a peek inside, and we decided, fuck it, we didn't want it, so we threw it outside. And I was like, oh, okay. I just was like, I was like, all right, and I just turned around and I don't know. I was not gonna ask. After he threw around the colored word, I was like, I'm leaving. I gotta be. Again, it's the context of it. It's he didn't use the N word, but he implied it basically. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it was the UPS guy himself, or like if it was like a customer that brought it in, or like
it was probably just the UPS guy dropping it off.
That's what I think. That's why I assume. I see UPS people and FedEx people all the time, but it's because there's a lot of
evidence on it.
Well, I didn't look at the package. Oh my god! After that
guy,
dude, he took such a mean tone. I was like, "Do what?"
when you were walking up, you said you saw there was a package out there. It was kind of open.
Yeah. So
But you didn't see anything that said evidence on it.
well, no, I didn't look at the fine print.
Look at it.
Yeah. I just because it's not mine. I'm not touching that. It was in a UPS box, like a triangle box, so I could tell that it wasn't mine. I'm postal service. I just don't touch it. Like, just keep. Yeah, I just figured I'd ask about it, but he took such a shit tone with it. Like, not that he was mad at me for asking, but it was.
Yeah.
He was clearly upset about that whole situation, so there must have been like some sort of altercation. And my guess is that the person may have ordered the part from them. They shipped it to him, or I don't know why the fuck evidence would be on. That's what I'm so confused about. I don't know.
Yeah, that's so wild.
But yeah, so yeah, the gun club people made jokes about killing mail carriers, and the auto shop next to them are incredibly racist people. It's a wild week, man.
Sounds like a good part of town.
It's really not.
If you're a minority, don't go there.
I mean, half that route is. It's people have their areas. It's very obvious, especially in Wichita. Like, it's not a racist thing to say. That's just how it is. I mean.
No, there's a little Mexico, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, up north.
Yeah, up north.
But I want to say the area, but I don't because that's where I deliver mail, and I don't want to get too personal.
Yeah. I want to know so bad.
I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys when we're off and about. You'll immediately know the area, maybe. But
donate to our Patreon, and you'll get access to everything that we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do information. You could do daily Brandon meet and greets and meet me on the route. Come on.
The route.
That'd be funny. Hey, we're driving through town. Where are you at?
Man, that would be a really hefty Patreon.
Is there a quick trip across the street
from
the gun shop?
No.
Okay, that's the only gun shop.
Yeah.
Well, I know of two, but I don't think the other one's out way north.
Yeah, there's a lot of gun stores, but
is there really? Wow.
You'd be surprised.
I only know of two here.
It's weird, like once you actually start delivering mail and shit, you realize that there's way more stores that exist.
Oh, there's a ton. When you see the UPS guys or the FedEx guys, I don't know. Maybe I just want to say that's what I want to. I want to believe it. I know it's not true, but I want to believe it in my heart. You know?
Or are you guys like motorcycle riders, and no matter what type of motorcycle, you guys all wave to each other?
Ride or die, bitch.
Yeah.
Mailman for life. Yo, you're in the wrong fucking turf, bitch. No, so
West Side Story gang fight.
Yeah, we fucking.
Yeah.
You in the wrong side of town.
Snapping fingers.
No, so just like us, I've noticed that FedEx and UPS have specific routes as well. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I see a lot of the same people in the same areas a lot. So if I see somebody that I recognize, and if they recognize me, that's the thing. We wave to each other all the time because we know what it's like. Like when it's fucking 100 out, it's like, yeah, well, I've waved to them like it's hot. And there's been two so far that I've known really well. Never talked to him in my life, but I've seen him a lot, and we waved at each other. And I'll shake my fist at him. You fucking stealing my work.
Get off! Yeah. I could be delivering these packages,
dude. So a good example. This last Friday, we have all park points for our swings or whatever. So I park. And for 4 streets, I'm about to walk, 2 blocks. Sorry, I bumped my mic. So 2 blocks, I have 1 package. This motherfucker FedEx dude comes and drops off 6 in that street. And I was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
He took a lot of that route, man.
That's fine. That's okay. I'm kind of over packaged. Speaking of which, fucking Prime Day is tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
This next week is going to be fucking hell.
Yeah,
So basically, what happens in the post office is that it turns Christmas in July for an entire week, and it's gonna be so bad. But I'm on my favorite route all week, so I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So.
Yeah, dude, you get to deliver some cool stuff to that gun shop and those racist guys.
I'm gonna walk in and still do what I do, but I'm gonna have that mental thought
it's just weird.
Of I'll still chat with him. I have no problem, but it's just like I'm just gonna walk in and be like, he hates black people. Like I just can't get over it. Like
You know what really changed my mind? Like my boss that I'm working with now with the restrictions thing.
What's up?
He was so cool, such a cool dude the whole time. Was like telling me to get in a salary, all this stuff. And in the last few weeks, kind of it's gone downhill. He says a lot of things against women and liberals. And
wait, what? And you didn't know
and,
this?
No, and he dropped the M-bomb.
Oh my god!
Talking about someone, I was like, I don't know what to do here.
So you got yourself into this situation with this guy. You were like, this guy's pretty cool, blah blah, and then he like reveals to be like this fucking.
Yeah, eventually, he's like, I'm comfortable with this guy, and just drops everything. I'm like, okay, I'll go do my job now. I don't need to talk anymore.
You heard it first here, folks. Don't meet your heroes. They might turn out to be old racist.
It should have. A lot of stuff just should have gave it away, but he was just cool and never really said anything. And then
you were starstruck.
And then I'm saying
you couldn't see it.
he was showing me stuff from Facebook someone sends him with like porn clips and stuff.
Oh, we used to work with a guy like that at Dylan's, dude. You remember that years ago? We would sit in the break room. It was the Dylan's next to our apartment. We worked there, and this dude in the break room. I don't know his name. He would we would all sit in the break room or whatever, fuck off, and play our phone games because smartphones were hot and a new thing. We got our Galaxy S2s, and it was like, whoa, it's the hottest shit.
Yeah, that was literally what it was. It's so funny.
This guy would be like, I'll be sitting next to him, and he's like, dude, check this out, and he fucking just has Pornhub open, and he's just playing it. He's just like, you like that, blah, blah, and I'm like, I'm going back to work.
What? I think everybody's met that one guy that's like, dude, you gotta check this out. No, I'm all right.
No,
dude.
I fucking don't. Thank you.
Not at work. Wait till we're clocked out in the parking lot, Jim.
I don't know.
We're at a baby shower. Come on.
I'm at my son's baseball game. Can you believe him? We're at my wedding. Please stop. You're embarrassing me.
All right, man. I'll see you on the dance floor after.
He mingles over to you. Dude, check these out. What? What do you say? Dude, check these out.
Doing a moonwalk behind you. Oh my god.
Quit talking to my mom.
No, my mom doesn't want to see
that. Hey, now I have the smartphone and the Pornhub. Now all I need to learn is moonwalking for September.
Oh god.
Damn.
Moonwalk by September. Blam. I'll be moonwalking behind you, Beardo.
Check this out.
Check this.
Well, just look at that.
Just look at a crazy video. That'd be so funny. Ugh. 2 months, brother.
I know it.
Then life goes fucking downhill. What up? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's funny. We my buddy at work. Every time she talks about her marriage, it just seems like the worst fucking thing possible. But I think she still has kind of the single person's mentality. And I was like,
I have that, yeah.
And we were we went to a bar last night. Mind you, I don't drink, so they know me now.
You went to a bar last night?
Yeah, it's my second time. Remember the one time I told you?
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same one.
And with the
same people. I had 2. I kept it cool,
You kept it cool.
He was driving that night, Only 2.
I had 2. I had a water after.
We were talking about how long we've been married and how long we've been with our others, and she was like, yeah, I've been with my wife for 9 years. They dated for 9 years, and then her wife now gave her an ultimatum, and it was like, yeah, like.
Well, they were basically married the whole time.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, what? Nothing has changed. You have a ring on your finger. That's literally it.
Well, yeah, as long as they live together and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And that's like Tiffany and I are. Oh fuck me.
Your anniversary today?
No, but our anniversary is in 2 weeks. It's the last day of
July. Shit. Oh, fuck me. That'd be great when she's listening to this.
No, it's we've both been on edge because we do this thing every year with our anniversary where we try to get the other one to forget just so we can give the other one shit. And then we always do the thing where instead of playing that game, we both forget at the same time, and then we both remember at the same time, and we're like, fuck, oh, and then like a week will go by, and we're like, oh, fuck, oh, never mind. But
right. me and the sweetie, we were trying to think of when we first got together, and we couldn't remember.
Exactly.
We ended up
Tiffany
just
and I were
picking
smart
a day.
about it. Tiffany and I were smart about it. We since we moved incredibly fast. We moved literally the speed of light.
Yes.
Because we started dating on July 31st. And we actually got together, I think, like July 30th. So let me tell you, we're lightning fast. And we're like, fuck it. Like when we got married, we're like, what day should we get married on? And we're like, you know what? Let's just do July 31st, just so we can say that we've been together for a flat year. You know, like, so we don't have to worry about, we've been dating since this, but then we got married on this day. So we're like, fuck it.
You made it easy.
Yeah.
Same day.
It's yes. Now it's like, how long have you guys been married? And I could just go, like, oh, where am I at? Like, oh, it's July 31st or whatever. And like, okay, so 7 years or whatever. And yeah, instead of saying like, oh, we dated for this many years and married for this many years, I'm just like, we've been together for 7 years because we're. I mean, God, I'm not gonna play that shit, especially when I get like, married for 20 years. Like, we've been married for 20 years, but we've been together for 23 years, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Nah, it's just stick with the married at that point. The dating don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
When that new date comes in.
Yeah, can you imagine if you got married like us? You know, we started dating in July 31st, and then you got married in like November or something, and you'd be like, I can't fucking remember, and I don't want to look at my marriage license every time
that would be so funny. Just every few months, you're like, okay.
I would keep it in my wallet. I would put a date in my wallet.
I'm pretty bad with dates. I forget it all the time, but
the only thing I ever remember.
But that's just the dating one. So.
Is now don't take offense because I got a lot going on. I roughly remember Cody's birthday. I remember Bearded's pretty well because this is 4 days before Ryan, some shit like that.
Say 3 or 4.
I think it's 3.
That's
what day? What day is yours?
19.
Okay, yeah. You're 3. 19, 20, or no, something like 4.
You know math?
Cody, yours is in April.
Nope.
That's my wife's, April 11th. Whoops. Yours is in,
Bearded, do you know mine?
Fuck,
hold
man.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
On the left out. No, he's looking back. He's going into Facebook. He's cheating.
No. I'm scratching my beard right now thinking.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, because it already passed.
Yeah, me too. Scratching my beard.
Oh, was it
Facebook.com/
I want to say February or March.
That sounds right.
February.
Yeah,
February.
February. That's such a weird month. I don't know anybody else.
Why is that a weird month?
Because I don't know anybody else has a birthday in February. Nobody.
I know. Lucky. Shortest month.
Been born in February, man.
February 11th.
It was a hot summer. No TV.
No.
23rd.
No.
17th.
No.
18th.
No.
The 31st.
Was it a leap year?
Cody's actually 7 years old.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
I can't talk to you guys anymore.
That Discord just turned flat red. We might have to switch here in a second.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's back to green. We're good.
It was the 20th, by the way.
Ah.
Hey, I
knew
said
that.
February 22nd, so I was pretty close.
I said 23rd.
Same as Tyler's, February 20th.
Oh, that's right. Oh, did I show
You
this?
can do 2 people. You can do 2 people with February birthday. My grandma has her February birthday.
A lot of my family is in August. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a
lot
cold
of the
winter,
summer
man.
Well, I mean, it's.
Jeez.
I was a
like cold December there.
I was a Thanksgiving baby, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, all this fucking turkeys got me riled up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm starting to get sleepy. Let's go to bed.
would that make Cody? Oh, you were 4th of July, baby. No,
yeah,
yeah.
a little
there you
before
go.
that.
I love America. Woo!
Sorry, I'm still thinking of jokes. Thanksgiving jokes.
Yeah, we moved on a little bit. Oh no. But he's happy to see you. Yeah, because February.
You guys got going on recently?
Work's been kind of hectic here lately. It's been fucking hot though.
Tell me about it. Well, it's probably super hot, but where you're at, right?
Well, it's not too bad. It's it hasn't hit the hundreds quite yet, but it's high 90s. It's just
we've got the hundreds.
When you get in the turbines though, and I think it goes by Celsius and what did it say?
Oh, it blows all that hot air. I get it.
Damn burners.
When you're working in the nose, there's no airflow or anything like that.
Yeah, no ventilation.
And it's 44 degrees Celsius, which is
pretty hot. Not like
111 degrees.
Yeah.
Then you have no breeze, so you're just sweating. Like you come out of there.
That is my LOV. That is 100% my LOV. We get up to 115 sometimes. No breeze unless you have the windows open, which sometimes you can't do that. Dude, it feels like you're a child sitting in a hot car. Instantly, when you're like, as soon as you step into it, you start. I mean, I've never started sweating so fast in my life. It blows my mind.
Sweat.
You have no fucking idea. Dude, it's so hot.
Did you see the videos of in Saudi Arabia, or it was in I think Dubai or something like that, where it was so hot, it's like 150 something there, and
fucking
trees are just catching fire.
Oh my god, spontaneously combusting?
Yes.
That's
and they said
cool.
by the end of the it's supposed to be like 68 degrees Celsius, which ends up being like it's ungodly hot there. Ugh. By the end of the summer, they said it'll hit that high. I'm like, what the fuck? Insane.
Yeah, I don't know. That sucks.
That's crazy. But when my brother was in the army, he said in Afghanistan it was like 120, stuff like that, and he's got to carry all
that gear
and everything on top of it. I don't know how they didn't just pass out.
Hey.
A lot of crap.
I mean, like I said, it sucks being in that rotor, and then you have to wear FR rated clothes and stuff like that. Like I said, you walk out there and you feel like you pissed yourself, like you're soaked, your shirt stuck to you, like you jumped in a pool. You know what I mean? And you're just like, ugh.
How long are you usually in there?
It just depends. Some fixes take about 30 minutes. Sometimes you'll be in there all day. You know.
Yeah, being in there all day would suck ass.
Yeah. And the worst part is that's the hardest place to rescue someone if somebody gets hurt or something like that. So we take extra care, you know what I mean? We'll swap out and all that. And do what we can.
Drink the water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's horrible when you got a crew of like 3 guys, you know what I mean? You go through 2 cases of water, no one has to pee.
You know That's pretty insane.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, something's going on.
We are clearly getting just enough water to survive here. We have no excess in our body.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had this. A lot of the stations have been needing help recently, and one was like people, you know, they suffer from heat illness, and then they bring back their route, and then we have to go pick up the slack. Well, there's this new CCA. We call him Bowtie because okay, so we saw him on the first Sunday. Probably about a month ago, and he's like brand new. You know when you guys see somebody in a job and you're like, yeah, he's not gonna make it. Like, you just see him and you're just like,
all the time.
No. I don't mean to judge people, but I very rarely see that. And that guy, as soon as he walked in the door, I was like, you're not. This is not for you. This is not you. Yeah. And so basically, he's got a shirt tucked in. He's wearing pants, and it's fucking 100 out. And his hair's all slicked back. He looks like a little hipster, and he's got a little bow tie. I don't mean to offend anybody, but
all you bow tie wearers out there.
He's a little sharp dressed
we all know what you're talking
delivering
about,
packages on a Sunday. You know, with me, like today, I wore athletic shorts and my union shirt, and I wear my sweatband, and that's it.
Today it's 99.
I'm on fire. Like I'm sweating my ass off today. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine. So anyway, I guess he brought some mail back to his station. And then his station strip said, yeah, go home and relax, this and that. Come to work tomorrow and work, or come to work tomorrow and resign. I was like, damn.
That's hilarious.
Because he's still in his probation period, which is 3 months. And during that time, you can't fuck up once or you're out. And the fact that they even gave him that was amazing.
Well, I think that's showing that they're kind of.
But at the same time, we're also
struggling.
really, we are struggling on CCA amount.
So they're trying to give everyone a chance just because they need the people.
Yeah.
That's like Spirit. Not anymore, but.
Holy shit, man! We got a pool this summer, which I was against it. I was like, I don't want a pool; it's too much maintenance.
Oh, now you love it.
Fuck no! I went.
Oh no!
Hell no!
I thought it was a good story.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna go stab it.
Who's the one cleaning it? You know. But we put a thermometer, floats around. It's got the chlorine, blah blah blah. Dude, that bitch was at 87 degrees yesterday. I was like,
the pool?
Wow.
Yeah. Like, this is miserable. Who wants to take in a just pee warm bath? You know what I mean?
I just looked up the weather for what's going to be this week, and it's like averaging 97, 98 every day. Oh, I don't work outside.
I'm used to it now. But if I take a day or two off,
really?
It fucks me up. Oh yeah, like
because you stay inside and then you get used to that for just that coolness, and then you go outside and it's like sweat. Like
when I
the
took
hell?
When I took a week off, those 8 days, and I went back, that fucked me up. It took me about 4 or 5 days to get back into it fully.
That was right around when it was starting to get super hot too.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it's nothing. It doesn't even bother me. Like I just put on some sunscreen and that's about it.
It's not getting it's especially since it hasn't rained in a few days, so it's like the humidity's almost gone and it's not near as bad.
Those are the
which
worst.
is nice.
Those
Dude,
suck.
The day after is so bad.
It's so thick.
Yes.
Shit.
I'm trying to breathe water in.
I'm looking at our weather for the week. 98, 97, 99, 101,
yep.
100.
Oh, hey, there's the hundreds.
You wanna hear ours?
Hold on, can I take a break right here? Are we old men just talking about the weather right now?
We live in the Midwest.
Oh,
this is the fucking
we're vibrant young men, and we're talking about basically climate change. Right?
All right, so check it out. so tomorrow is a nice 80. It's a nice 89. 96 on Tuesday, which is I'm off on Tuesday. And then it goes 101, 100, 101, 100, 100.
There it is.
God.
There's Kansas.
We're going to die. Oh, my God.
That's hilarious. You get the day off right before it gets hot. Triple digits.
Like right now it says, here's the thing is, this is really misleading because right now it says 91. It says it feels like it's 97. So if we have no wind on one of those 100 days, it's gonna feel like 108 or something.
The worst.
Yeah, we're old men ranting about the fucking. They're like I told them that, like I said like in a few podcasts ago, like dude, if you live in the Midwest or like around it, dude, the weather changes so much that it's actually interesting to talk about.
Insane.
So it snowed yesterday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like we've seen days where like it would snow and then it would be like 70 the next day, and then it would be like 85. Rain the next day, and then it would be snow, and you're like, what the fuck is happening right now? Blows my mind. Did you guys hear about the fucking Area 51 joke thing that they made?
Yes.
Yeah.
Out of their mind.
I wonder how many people, like, what if,
will really show up?
It's an obvious joke, but, like, what if someone took it super serious? He shows up, like, by himself
there's people. There's there's probably a few thousand that are like, dude, this is serious.
Like,
let's do this.
Yeah. I want to see it. I know they're hiding something.
Enough secrets.
Yeah.
You know what'd be funny is I saw someone tweeted it, and they were like, now watch, around September 20th, there's going to be no flights to that area from anywhere. Like the government's just gonna shut all the flights out so no one shows up. That would be so great.
Oh, I didn't hear the date. Is that what it was? September?
Yeah, September 20th. Yeah.
Wow, why is it so far out?
They're trying to get 1 million people.
Okay.
trying to get everyone to flood this thing, man.
Yeah, but by then the meme's gonna be dead and forgotten. I mean.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. They were like, "All right, everyone, stop posting about this meme because by September it's gonna be gone."
Yeah,
and then no one, and then it'll just be 1,000 idiots that showed up just
I'm pretty sure that's
gunned
the
down.
first mistake. You know what I mean? Throw it on Facebook and everything. We're gonna storm.
Yeah, Facebook would have been like, it would have got a lot of people saying, yeah.
Speaking of Facebook, man, so I haven't used my Facebook in, it's probably been 4 years, maybe. Like, I haven't even logged in, haven't even checked anything. And I know that you guys, everyone that I know tags me and shit, because I had 89
that's why you don't like
notifications.
My memes on there?
So I logged in for the first time yesterday, or not yesterday, a couple days ago. And like I found old videos from like 2013 and 14 and 15. I was like, whoa, like it's fucking unreal.
Oh, is that where you got those videos from?
Yeah, that's where I got the apartment video from.
No,
I was like,
shit.
I was like, what the fuck is this? And I clicked it, and I immediately, I didn't even finish the video. I sent it to you. I was like,
I wondered because I was like, how could he have saved this? Because it was on like an old phone. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, wow. That's hilarious.
So yeah, Bearded.
I'm gonna have to look up shit.
Did I post that to your? Did I direct message that to you via?
I think you sent pictures.
Oh no, I think I sent it into. Oh yeah, it's just in your Discord, Bearded. Yeah, that video. That's Cody from 2012.
Yeah.
January 6th,
2012.
You
I was skinny.
You fucked up your hand, like
I hurt my hand
or something, or
probably earlier.
That poor apartment. I'm sorry, audio listeners. I know, but we used to live in an apartment with 4 people in a 2-bedroom apartment.
4 dudes. Yeah.
Cody and I had the living room, and I had a couch size area pretty much. And then Cody had his bed, and that was pretty much it. That was a shit show of an apartment. Fucking
dude, that was insane.
Those
were the days.
It's funny because like this shit that we always talk about, but like from getting to point A to point B in my life, I don't know how I got here. How the fuck did everything transpire? No, it's not that I don't know.
No clue.
It's more of how the fuck did everything play out exactly as this, and it still worked out. How the fuck, dude? Like,
well, we've talked about like the random things that somehow made us to where we are here today.
Right.
Yeah,
but okay, so take your experience with us meeting you, Bearded.
Yeah.
But then just multiply it by like 20. It's like, what? Like me meeting Tiffany was the 3rd Dylan's that I transferred, and I told myself I was going to quit within months, and then I get there, and I was just like, God damn. You know, I was just like,
I know, 3rd one, you could have quit at the Mulvane one.
I was gonna quit at the Mulvane one. I was.
And just been done and never would have seen her. That's
the thing.
That's crazy.
And then even from then, like moving from houses to, you know,
pretty wild.
How does this happen? And now, you know, it's doing it again. So like, you know, you kind of go through dry spells where you're just kind of, you know, chugging along with your life, blah, 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 this and that. Nothing super exciting's happening. And all of a sudden you make friends at work that you went to school with 15 years ago. And you're like, how did that happen? And you're just like, what? I even told her last night at the bar, I was like, I had no intention of becoming your friend when I was younger because I was a super nerd and she was a super sport person, and she still is, and I am. But I told her, I was like, there was no way that we could have been friends then, because I obviously can't. I couldn't maintain a friendship with the sports ball player, not because I hate them, but because I have no interest in it. You know what I'm saying? And
I was a sports ball player.
No, I know. Well, you have a lot more in common. You have a lot more. You have
the
a lot
music,
more.
The games, the
package. You know what I'm saying? And but no, it just blows my mind how even now, because you know I've made a couple more friends, and like Tuesday I'm going over to my buddy's house. We're gonna go play some VR, first time ever. Like, how did I get here, dude? Like, I want to play some Beat Saber, or not? It's Beat Saber. Whatever
Beat
else.
Saber.
But it's cool because now I've made more friends in such a short amount of time.
Yay, friends.
That's called adulting.
But it's weird because, okay, I'm getting real sentimental for a second. You guys have been my best buds for a while. forever.
Aww.
Literally my entire life.
It's been a hot minute.
Even when we were children, you didn't know it. You're my best bud.
I used to change Brandon's diaper when I was older than him.
You were 4 days older than me. How's that even fucking possible?
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. I'm the older brother. I gotta.
So this made me really think, and it kind of like it was like, damn, like holy shit. So I haven't made friends in a long time because I just, I have my buds and we hang out constantly, and I don't really have anywhere to like I work with a bunch of old people. There's very few young people. So finding somebody that lines up with me is really rare, and it's interesting. And then I was like, I'm having fun with these people, blah, blah, this and that. And then it dawned on me. I was like, holy shit, these are my friends, but Cody and Bearded are my family. Like, that's fucking cool. I was like, I know, you're welcome. But it was cool because, I'm doing like we do whatever. We talk about whatever, this and that. But then with those guys, I'm still like, it's almost like dating. I'm not dating, but it's, you find new friends and you have to kind of like, hey, I like this. You kind of put yourself out on the table a little bit.
Water.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, well, you don't like that. Okay, well, don't talk about that. I haven't been in that situation in so long because I hate dating. I'm not dating, but it's, especially with like one of my other buddies, like she's a gamer nerd, blah blah, and we're slowly figuring out this and that. And like, oh, okay, we'll come over and play VR, and then she's like, oh yeah, I looked on your Twitter one time and I saw this thing about this anime that you watched, and I was like, I fucking love that. And she's like, I love that too. And then we tested that water, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, it's really interesting because it's been so long since I've had to basically put myself out to find new friends that I've forgotten how to do it. And I'm so forward now because of talking with you guys over the years that I feel like I don't want to overburden,
You're a reserved version of yourself. You're yourself, but you're kind of held back a little bit.
They're like, oh, I had no idea you were into this, Brandon. And I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know the
I
beginning
run that
of it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like with my buddy, she was like, oh, like, we're talking about nerdy shit, this and that. And so I posted my, she's into Legend of Zelda. And so I posted my Perlers from 2015 or whatever. I was like, yeah, look at this nerdy shit. And then I showed her like Gelf's campaign stuff. And I was like, dude, we're into like some deep shit over here. I just, once we figured out that we're super nerdy, I was like, dude, I'm just going to dump all this shit on you. Like, look at this look at the cool shit. And then I told her about the podcast and our other guests that might be coming on here at some point, and I was just like, she's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? This is awesome. So, yeah, it's weird because I've never really processed it until just now. How making friends it's not hard, but there's definitely a finesse to it that you have to kind of dance around.
Yeah, especially when you don't do it for a while.
It's literally been
different.
I mean, oh my god, it's been like 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
God.
Wow.
Just like sucking dick, you never forget. It's okay. Okay, never mind.
Whoa. Did not anticipate that at all.
No, that was, yeah.
He's been watching that guy that shows him those videos from has caught up to him.
The what?
He's showing him some new videos.
Oh,
the guy from Dylan. This is where you're getting all this talking from.
I learned it by watching you. No, I got up out of my chair to get me a drink, and I said it kind of like as like a one-liner when you leave kind of thing, but then I forgot I had the headset on. Yeah.
You're still on the call, bro.
It's like, peace, bitch, and then I just walk off.
Yeah.
Like, so how's it going, everybody?
So what's next? That's funny.
Dude, I've been playing the hell out of that Spider-Man game. I know it's been out for a while, but dude,
it's good, isn't it?
Dude, I like it. You know,
it's so fun.
I'm not usually one to just jump into, the big titles, but like I said, PlayStation for $20. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
It was worth it. It was definitely worth it.
Have you played the new God of War?
No, I have. Dude, I have so many games to catch up on.
I need to send it to you.
New God of War? What? What's that?
The one from New God of War.
What was it? A year ago?
A year ago, roughly.
I thought you meant that something new released for that God of War.
No,
when you said new
no,
God of
I
War, I
wish.
was like, yeah, okay, that's what kind of
It's
people. Yeah,
still new
see,
to
you got
me.
excited too.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I said it was new to Beardo. That is, I could see you losing yourself in that one too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
very fun.
That's the problem with me and playing something like that. Spider-Man is there so many side missions and stuff, and I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just the way I'm wired. I'm like, okay,
I do a lot of them.
I can't progress any further until I get every single one of these done. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it takes
Yeah,
a
like,
while.
If I go into an area where it's like kind of tough, and then like I could beat it, but I just go back, do all the side stuff, and get like XP, get beefed up, and then go do it, and then it's not a problem.
Oh, not me, dude. I'll be beefed up just from doing every
Yeah,
single
just
side.
doing every single one.
Yeah, and then be like on the second story mission. You know.
I just love the story. I just couldn't stop listening to it one day. I just kept playing the main mission. It's good. It looks amazing. God of War looks amazing. It's freaking the stuff they're doing is insane. It looks so good. It makes you want to play it longer.
Yeah,
But then I can't really say anything because I've been playing Minecraft for the last 2 weeks. So
Cody,
what?
Cody,
What?
Cody,
What?
Cody.
Yes.
Been playing Minecraft, eh?
Yes.
2 nights ago,
Yeah.
my buddy and I started up a Realms. I have a free trial. It's got like 28 days left on it.
Okay.
Want to join the server, man? You let me know, bro.
Yeah. What's the Realms? What's that?
It's basically a server through Minecraft or Mojang, and
Oh.
it's like $6 or something bucks a month or whatever. But I got a free trial, so it's like a whole month, and I just started it like 2 days
Okay.
ago.
Oh, Mike had that for a bit, didn't he?
And
Yeah.
you didn't invite me sooner?
I play at like 11 at night, and then I forget.
You see me on all the time. I see we're both green at the same time, and I'm playing Minecraft for 7 hours.
Just because I'm green doesn't mean I'm looking at it.
And I was like, oh, cool. Maybe Brandon will see, and he'll be like, hey, want to play? I always think that. And then after a few days, I'm like, no, clearly no one wants to play Minecraft. I'm the only one.
I put on my sexiest dress, and I hope that he looks my way.
Yes. See, I'm like a little subtle woman. Jeez. I just turn, smile, and I look down at the ground.
Oh. And then I walk away, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm not pretty enough.
Then you go back in your bathroom,
Yeah.
dimly lit bathroom, pull out your lipstick, start scribbling all over your face. You're not pretty enough. You're
You're
ugly.
pretty.
You're ugly. I hate you.
Oh my god.
You whore.
You're a whore. And then fall to the ground crying. Yep. Basically about how it goes. And that's been about a week and a half of this, so it's real long.
Every night.
I need you to step up in that. Just, hey, girl, something.
Something. Notice me.
I really wish you could see my emotions, but I just walk up and be like, I'm sure my voice will project it for you. I walk up and be like, sup, good shit, man. You playing some Minecraft shit, bitch? I like your black booty.
I got a nice mob of house up here. You want to join me? Oh no. Kind of went southern with it. That got weird.
This is what I love about us, though. We can just, you know what I mean? Go off and start
Fuck off.
talking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. We talked about you playing Spider-Man, then me Minecrafting,
Mhm.
and then Brandon and Minecrafting without me, showing me any love. But other than that, been fun.
Fuck off, dude.
It really is fun though. Like I'm just playing alone, and it's
Keep
kind
talking
of-
like that,
it's
you ain't
enjoyable.
getting any of these diamonds.
oh shit. I love you, babe. Come on, daddy. Hook me up.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we got into some fantasies there. Sorry, everyone.
Fantasies. That's all it is to you.
No, don't.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, don't apologize.
Fucking A. Sorry.
You're married now.
I've just crumbled a Pringle and it just went all over the place.
Oh, I did not hear anything.
Yeah, I'm just chomping away on some chips. I haven't eaten anything after work, so
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
Never mind, I hear it.
Fucking like that.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna get laid off in the next few weeks, so we'll see.
Oh, well, that was really fucking out of left field.
Okay.
What's going on there, man?
Well, just they've had a lot of problems with the Macs and
Oh.
a lot of rumors still, but the end of July makes a lot of sense, so we're waiting. They had a huge meeting and stuff last week, so. But from what we've heard from other places that work with Spirit and all that stuff, like side vendors that just around here that help out, one of their presidents told one of the people, it sounds stupid because it comes from 3 different people, but it's the president of that company to one of his workers, and his worker is next door to a Spirit guy, so they're neighbors, and they just talked about it. And he said something about end of July is when the rate's gonna drop, and then they're gonna come out with some devastating news. But we don't know what the devastating news is.
Oh shit!
Yikes.
We've heard everyone that's a year or under will get laid off, which is me. December would be a year, and then
Oh, wow.
we've heard it could be 3 years and under get
Wow.
laid off.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
so we're hoping it's not that one. That's a lot of people, but they don't want the year one either. But I plan on leaving anyway. This just gives me the out. The insurance is keeping me there, but yeah, I don't know. Next couple weeks, gonna start getting weird.
What do you
Might see
think?
me on a lot more.
I was gonna say, you got anything lined up planned or?
Dude, I'm totally gonna Uber. No. I'm
Oh,
just
really?
kidding. No.
Oh.
No.
All right. Dude, you could
maybe at some point, but no, not really.
could DoorDash.
Postmates or something. Yeah, DoorDash.
No, I'll order.
Uber Eats.
I'll support your job security. Tiffany does that shit all the time.
Oh, does she?
Well, there's one time she's like, I'm gonna order some Cracker Barrel on DoorDash, and that fucking DoorDash sometimes costs like $20 for delivery. And I was like, woman, I
What?
live a few minutes from. I'm gonna go drive over there and pick it up myself.
$20 for delivery?
Sometimes it depends on how far it is and where they're at. This and that. But, yeah.
Oh, hell to the no.
Where
It's
we
like
live,
$3.99
I mean,
wherever.
I'm gonna drive.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna drive wherever, because if I'm getting anything delivered, it's probably gonna be out of like Valley or like North Wichita or something. But
Yes.
even then,
Yeah, that's
I'll
rough.
just drive down and get it myself.
No, I don't know what I'm either gonna work with my brother, and if he fills the job before, then I got a couple things looking at. See, be a weird time, but it gives me the out of effing Spirit. So that's nice.
South Broadway, man. There's always an opening down there.
What's that?
No?
What's South? Oh my god. Never mind. Now it makes sense.
I'll support your job security.
Yeah. I'm here for the package.
All right. So for some context, South Broadway in Wichita, fucking
There's a lot of motels down there.
sex worker city, man.
Yes, it is.
That's
you circle a little bit and they'll come out.
That was the story
Like
I said on episode 1 or 2, the crazy lady yelling at traffic.
Yeah.
That's South Broadway. Hey, Mr. Postman, you looking for a good time? I'm good, thank you.
No thanks, no.
I'm good. I appreciate it. Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah, thank you. You're very polite.
What? No, it's weird how you don't get service. I just don't get it. Well, okay, so that's a weird question. So,
yeah,
a sex worker person, they're providing a service, but do they get service?
Yeah, they get money.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And then they get to use that money for services they want. Just a job.
Do you think sex workers pay other sex workers?
No.
Like after work, they're like, man, I had a long day. I need to go buy me somebody.
No, I don't think so.
I don't. Maybe they do. I don't know. Go ahead, Braden.
I don't. I was gonna say maybe both of them are at a standstill. Like I thought you were paying me.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because there's people who do like art trades, basically that no one pays anybody money, but they trade art. Do you think that
I think that's a little different.
It's a service
I think
they're
it turns a
providing.
little different when he or she is being used several times a night. Hope on a good day, probably a few times a night, and then at the end of one of those few times, I can't imagine there's very many that come back and say,
It's been
let
a
me
long
spend this
night.
hard-earned money that I just earned
Come on, man.
doing what I just did to go do it again, and I'm gonna pay for it this time.
The ones that buy. Now, I'm not saying they all do this because I get it. Life's rough, but so the ones that buy like the hardcore drugs, would you?
Yeah.
You would. They could have that mindset. We're like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna skip out on the cocaine today. Maybe I'll just buy me somebody. I'm gonna go buy Terry from down the street, and just so I can, support their job security. You know how artists support other artists? Well, maybe that's how it goes too.
Maybe that's how it is. Drug dealers and users to sex workers. They just swap services. Here, I'll give you an 8-ball.
Cool, man. Here's a syringe.
Now, here's a
What the fuck are we on about, dude?
Oh my god. That's South Broadway.
It's a whole system. It has to be.
I would imagine in some small capacity it is.
But, they're like, oh, my drug dealer is just the most supportive man I've ever met, or woman, I've ever met in my life. Like, I get it. Times are hard. That's fine. You know what? You do you. If you're selling drugs not legitimately. If you're selling drugs for a legitimate reason, like if you're like, man, I'm on hard times. My family's going to die without it. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Now, if you're like selling like some hardcore like meth shit for that, it's like, okay, dude, go sell some weed or something.
Oh, you make more money on the meth shit, man. They keep coming back.
Well, yeah, you go up to Hutch. Apparently up in Hutchinson, it's really bad.
Very bad. The small communities around Kansas are not faring very well to the current
war on drugs. Sorry, not terror.
Yeah,
there's no terrorism in Kansas, I don't think.
No, there's not. Not that I've heard of. Pretty bland.
Oh, dude. Well, damn, I don't know if I want to say this because it gives away the location of a route I like. It's not. It's fine.
I can't imagine. Yeah, just.
Okay, so recently there was a shooting in Kansas, and over 50 bullets were sprayed in that area.
Holy shit!
And
what?
Yeah, and so
I haven't heard about that. That's hilarious.
And it was like 2 days later. I went to one day. Yeah, it was the following day. It was like 3 a.m. or something. No, it was 2 days later. I remember now. Yeah, because it was 3 a.m. and then 2 days later I went to that area, and dude, there was fucking bullet holes in buildings and cars and windows and shit. It was
just
fucking. It was cool looking. It was pretty wicked because a lot of cars park there because it's an apartment complex area. Like a lot of people live there, and it's a real shady one. And yeah, I told Tiffany, I was like, man, I can't wait. I was like, man, it's probably gonna be looking crazy, blah blah. And I, as the day went on, because it's at the very end of the route. And then I was like, man, maybe nothing's gonna happen. And dude, I turned that corner and I was like, oh my god. It was pretty wicked.
Better than I thought.
This is great. I hope nobody died. It looks cool though.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm about to ask if anyone did.
I don't think so. I didn't. Well, I don't know, because from what Tiffany tells me, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Oh yeah, she gets all that info, right?
Yeah, so they get a lot of info, and they're not allowed to tell anybody until like the case has been like solidified or solved or set in stone kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I mean, like I just looked it up on our news and it just said, hey, there was a shooting, 50 bullets, this and that. No, it didn't say anybody was hurt, didn't say anybody was hit, anything. But I'm sure 50 bullets. I mean, come on, someone's got to get hit or something.
Well, this could be a bad shot.
50 fucking bullets.
All I know, guys, is there was a firefight. All right.
Yeah, there was.
If there was any time to use that reference,
we're still waiting on you, Willem.
What is it? What did he say? Maybe it was a guy with 6 guns. Is that what he says? Or was it 4 guns? Or 8 guns? Or I can't remember. I was gonna say 4 at first, so I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
There was a fire bite.
Somebody dropped a bombshell on Beaver Cleaver. Oh man.
We'll just make a bunch of movie references till we fucking die.
Yeah.
Or he finally comes on the show. Well, either way.
Yeah, I know. We're really trying to, get him on.
Yeah, I called him last week. It went to voicemail, so it's just,
Okay.
yeah.
He's busy. He's busy.
He'll call you back though.
Yeah, I left a really sweet
Definitely
message
will
for him.
get a hold of us.
He loves my messages. So.
That's why he lets you go to voicemail.
I'm gonna save that for later.
He just gives out a number it's just a phone that's turned off. It just goes straight to voicemail every time to random people. He never gets a hold of anyone on there ever again.
It's hooked up to like a fucking 10 terabyte hard drive.
He just saves them all. That'd be hilarious.
That's a good idea, dude. What if we did that? Like, if instead of leaving like comments on YouTube or Spotify, I can't leave comments on Spotify.
Well,
you can
see,
leave
I don't
us
know
a
how
voicemail that goes into a hard drive, and then we'll hold on to it forever.
That's how there's a Theo Vaughn. He's a comedian, but he has a version of that to where he has some line set up to where people call in and ask him questions or whatever personally, just straight from their voice or the video that they send in, which is kind of cool. And then he'll talk about that for a few minutes.
Fancy. Neat. It's cool shit.
Cody, I know you don't like speed running, but anybody watch anything that they liked at this year's was it SGDQ? Anybody watch any?
I watched a lot of it. I like to, I used to watch it live.
Not one thing.
I used to watch it live. I used to be like super religious about watching it live, but now I actually like to watch it on YouTube because I just don't have as much time now, which is fine. No game stood out because I've been watching SGDQ and AGDQ for the past like 5 years. So like I've seen a lot of the same speedruns over and over and over, and like I watch people speedrun outside of SGDQ as well. So like I know what all the runs are, but there's nothing that really excites me. Like I love watching Ocarina of Time. Anything Zelda, I love Zelda speedruns. Like I look forward to them. I'm not crazy for them, but they're cool.
All right. No, that's kind of like me. I'm pretty much on YouTube now, but whenever I do, I just don't have a lot of time, so I'll look for the 10, 15, 20 minute ones maybe.
There is one set that I actually do look forward to every single year. I just remembered.
Task Spot?
The task block.
Yes.
Now, Cody, I'm going to explain this to you. So it's tool-assisted speedrun, or task. They play the game one frame at a time and completely optimize it to make it the fastest possible. Literally cannot be beaten by anything. And it's really cool. Like, it shows people breaking the game that a human can't do. And it's like, because again, they play it frame by frame by frame and record inputs, this and that. And then they play it back normally. And it's like they're doing 1,000 button presses in like a millisecond. And they're like crazy shit just fucking, it's so neat. I love that shit.
Well, you guys didn't win a fan today.
Well, we tried.
Hey, you guys like video games? No.
No.
Now shut the fuck up. Dude, it's so funny, Bearded Dude. Okay, so I'm just gonna like micro call you out on this because it's funny.
Oh shit, get him!
No, not like that. Well, okay, so as we're recording, I don't have Discord up at all, and since I have OBS open, it's streamer mode, so it doesn't make any noise. And I'm like, oh, I have 2 messages from Bearded, and my first thought was, fuck, he's gotta go. It's been an hour or whatever. And I'm looking, it says, hey, I'll be right back. And then it goes, hey, I'm back. And that was like 7 minutes ago. I had no idea he was fucking gone.
Hey, I'm back.
I'll just start messaging Cody just.
Yeah, I'm always on this thing.
Every time you do that, I never
get
see
the alerts.
Can you believe this guy?
He fucking sent it to me.
You fucker.
Ignoring,
oh my gosh.
Ignoring our shit.
Oh no.
Oh. Dude, I've been trying to get back into Daredevil here lately on Netflix. Dude, I fucking love that show, but I just don't. Like I said, time is not on my side with.
Well, don't you
TV
worry.
power.
They canceled it.
Well, thanks, man.
Did you not know?
You
Finally
can watch
catch it.
those few
I-
seasons. That's all you get.
I knew it was canceled, but
Oh, okay.
well, it was around the same time as whatchamacallit came out. What is it? What was that one? Was it
Disney service?
do what?
The Disney service?
No.
That's why they all got canceled. they're going over to the Disney one here in a little few years, probably. They took all the Marvel stuff off of Netflix. It's all
You know
coming
what?
off.
You know what movie I like? I like The Punisher. I haven't seen that in a while, but like
The series is good.
Well, that's
see,
the
I
thing. They
haven't-
cross.
I haven't seen anything on the series
Yeah, they
like at
do.
all. But dude, oh, I gotta look this up now. Who's the dude that played
played-
Frank Castle in that fucking movie? He was so good.
The blonde guy? Which one? Which Punisher? There's like 3 of them, I think.
Is there really? I've only ever seen
Yeah, there's
one.
a Dolph Lundgren one from a long time ago.
It's 2004.
That doesn't
Um,
help me.
Um,
He's a blonde guy. What's his name? Not blonde. I think he's blonde. God, I know his name too.
Thomas Jane.
Yes, Thomas Jane. Yes.
Yeah.
Fights
okay.
the big Russian on the stairs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I need to watch that again. I really like that one. That's a good one.
And then they came out with the one after that, which was it was okay. It was just super weird and super gory.
What's the one with John Travolta?
Shut your mouth. John Travolta. What just
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, what are you
The
talking about?
Punisher with John Travolta. He's the bad guy.
The Punisher with John.
Oh, that's the one that he's talking about. That's the one he's talking about.
There.
Oh, the bad guy. I thought you said he
No,
was
not
playing
him.
Punisher. I was
No,
like,
no.
will you shut your mouth? What's
Wait,
happening?
he's in the 2004 one?
Yeah, he's the bad guy. I think
Bad
you
guy.
killed his.
I can't
Son or
remember. It's
something?
been so long since I've seen it.
Doesn't he kill his son with a grenade? He makes him hold it as long
Something
as he
like
can.
that.
Yeah. Oh, he puts it like in it. No, that was a different movie.
I don't know.
Howard Saint.
I knew he was in it
Yes.
though.
Howard Saint.
Um,
I think he was the one that sent the guys to kill him.
No, but yeah, whenever they canceled Daredevil, it was whenever that movie Bird Box came out on Netflix.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I just remember the meme like they cancel your show but make a show with the protagonist unable to see or something like that.
oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
That's
what does that,
hilarious.
I was like, what does that matter? And I was like, oh, okay. we
Only
got there.
one blind group on at a time.
Apparently.
That's hilarious.
No, but I'm still trying to get through them slowly. but
It's good.
surely.
I don't know where you're at, but
Season
there's one-
2 somewhere.
there's one fight scene in every season that is just insane.
Right. Off the wall.
Off the wall. The third season is.
I just keep thinking. Can't say it. You can't say it's spoilers when it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years. Hey, man.
I listen to those clips over and over and over, and it's just so fucking hilarious. It's such a key point, dude. 2 of those clips are from the same fucking podcast. Like that podcast, that episode was fucking ballistic, dude.
Yeah, it was
We
a
were
good
all
one.
over the place. I think that was the hour 45 one.
If we ever stream again, we could use some of those as little alerts.
Just 10 years.
10 years. Every time someone subs or something.
That's a really fucking good idea. Future plans, man. Yeah, we could just start gaming and shit and do it like that. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
fucking
funny.
hilarious. Yeah, I might set something up like that.
Be cool. Oh, you could set it up for the stream that we put on if we ever do stream the
Yeah.
podcast. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you have
Well-
people joining, then that'll
Yeah, if we could just record it and have it.
it could be people's clips in there as things.
Mhm.
Be funny.
Bearded, do you have a favorite podcast moment?
A favorite pod? I think anytime Cody gets loud, I think that's my favorite podcast moment. Anytime that happens, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the ride.
In those clips. So that's one thing is in those clips. Cody's talking about his in-game shit, and you could just hear it. He's just losing it. He's fucking slowly
building up.
And then, and then you got the Lord of the Rings, or the what was it? Yeah, the Game of Thrones one. Cause, dude, my favorite fucking part, dude, was like, I said when you just go. She's like, "Oh, I've only seen the first half of the first season," and you just go like this. You go, "Oh." I was just like, "Oh no," because I've heard that very few times in my life. And that was like, your hands are on your head, you don't know what to do, and you just like your brain is like. Like when a rocket takes off, it's like real slow, and I just saw that. I was like, uh-oh.
Get ready to lift off, everyone.
The other one was, we're talking about Lord of the Rings, and I'm shouting, "Make Middle Earth great again," and Cody's fucking losing it in the background.
Oh, fuck. Was that on the clips?
Yeah.
The Middle Earth one?
Yeah, make Middle Earth great again. Is when we're talking about elves, and she's talking about how old are you, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like Legolas's brother," and you're just like, "Whoa, bro, they're elves. You can't do that."
Oh yeah.
And I was just straight up, all you elves look the same. Make Middle Earth great again.
Holy shit.
God, that joke is gonna be so dead here in some odd years. Like, "Dad, why did everyone laugh at Make Middle Earth great again?" I'd be like, "It's different time. No, but it's really cool. So we skipped a week, but the week before that, we had Garrett on. That was still pretty mind blowing. That was neat. I really liked that one. That was a good one.
I was still playing the game.
But I'm not gonna say anything just yet. But we do have we have a set of guests lined up for whenever they decide that they're ready. But I'm really excited for that one. I'm just gonna dance around it because I don't want to say it yet. But
yeah,
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very, very good. I hope they stay. They're really busy. I hope that they stay for the full duration.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I told them. If you can't, if you want to do 30 minutes to an hour, just let me know, and we'll make it work. But knocking over shit on my desk.
Oh.
And I fidget a lot when I talk, dude. I drink a lot when I talk. It's weird.
Oh man.
I know I got some root beer. I'm getting hammered tonight.
Pretty good night.
Had a bit of a sober man's hangover with those double Dr. Peppers from last night.
On the rocks.
There was a little bit too many rocks in there. They kind of shafted me on it. It was fine though. But it's funny though because
so you had 1.5 Dr. Peppers. You
basically.
Didn't fully get 2.
But since I don't drink and since the Dr. Peppers are so cheap, they always pay for my drinks. So.
Okay, well he is like $3. So that's just.
Yeah, there was one time where I drank I drank 6 of them, which is I had to pee so much, but that I guess last night I wasn't talking very much. I was just kind of listening.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, but it's a good time.
I don't know. I noticed that a lot of bars, if they know somebody's like a DD and just getting cokes, usually they'll even cover it. I've noticed that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was. Because the guy that we work with, he's a regular, and he was, we had 2 regulars there that were pretty cool, and one guy he eggs on the other CCAs that we have, like my buddies, because they drink, and they're like, "Oh no, I gotta drive this and that," and I was like, "You live 5 minutes from me. If you need a ride, I'll fucking take your ass home. Don't even worry about it." But she didn't end up needing it, but I'm not gonna leave my buddy. If you want to have a good time, I know I'm not gonna be drinking, so go ahead. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some crazy shit for my friends back in the day, dude. Driving them across town at 3 a.m. God damn. Don't want to do it anymore, but if I have to,
That wasn't me, right?
No, it wasn't you.
Okay.
It was before your time. It was 4 or 5 years before I met you.
Damn.
You did some crazy things, man. That person didn't even live across town. Dropped them off. Drunk.
Hey, can we go across town? You just drove him to a random park across town. There
He
you
just
go.
gets out. Thanks, buddy. This is exactly where I wanted to go.
Thanks, buddy. My God.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I just can't get off the subject of fucking like, how the fuck did I get here? I'm having a crisis.
Really wild.
It's weird because you can make plans for your life, and I've made plenty of plans. Nothing has gone according to plan, but I still enjoy where I'm at.
I think that's the secret to it. You know what I mean? Is enjoy what you have where you're at right now, because things change every day.
Yeah,
and then it just keeps getting better. And it's like, because like when we moved into this house, I'm like, well, this is an awesome house, and we start getting stuff for furniture, and I'm like, this is cool. This is kind of where I want to be.
Like when you go through the struggles before that.
Oh my God!
And then you hit that the good streak that you're on. It's like, man, it's like, wait, how is this happening right now? Like, it's so crazy. Yeah.
You kind of starstruck yourself.
If that like, wait, sense. I've been good for a while. Like, this is weird. And then you finally realize it.
There's also that, like, okay, when am I going to crash? Where's the crash at? Because, we've all been there kind of thing where it's like, you're going along good, and then you're just like, you almost expect it because it's like a karma type thing where it's like a balance, like, oh, for however much good you have to have bad, but it's not even, that's not necessarily the case.
And the good thing, I was going to say, and the good thing is that if you've gone through the struggle of it, it takes a bit of that edge off where it's like, okay, you know what? I've been in worse. I've done it. I'm good. I don't know. My oldest son, he's moving out and he wanted to move in with his best friend and blah, blah. And I told him, I said, son, you need to get your own place. Just try it. You know what I mean? Your own place that way. And then if you want a roommate afterwards, go for it. Because I don't know. For me, I don't know. Maybe
living alone teaches, like, you learn more about yourself.
Well, you become comfortable being by yourself, where you're not dependent. Like, oh, I have to be with somebody. I have to live with someone. I have to. Where you can say, you know what? I'm good, actually. I'm all right by myself, and there's nothing wrong with that.
In that sense, it just dawned on me. I've never lived alone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I did for a little bit.
Not even a single day. Never.
Oh, I did. When I moved into Indiana, before she moved in, I was there for a few months alone. Not gonna lie, I loved every bit of it. But
I mean, there's days where like Tiffany will be at work and Eliza will be at her grandparents, and like I'll be here by myself. And even though I do exactly the same thing.
It feels different.
Oh
yeah. It feels different.
You're not worrying.
I love.
Your brain doesn't think about several different things.
Like, I love being married. I love my family.
Yeah,
when I'm sitting by myself, and especially when I know that no one's gonna be coming knocking, no one's gonna be.
Yes.
It's just dead silent. My brain shuts off, and for me to have my brain shut off is.
It takes a lot.
It would kill me if it had. No, I'm kidding.
It would.
I would die. No, it's just like I'm always going a million miles an hour. Like at work, especially at work, because I'm thinking of like addresses and mail and packages, and I'm constantly like rotating, and it's like, oh my God, the whole world just. It doesn't stop, but it just shrinks down to my own little world.
It's so much more relaxing.
Yeah, like even though I'm sitting here doing nothing at my desk, now I'm really enjoying sitting at my desk.
Yeah.
I've been trying to be productive at home lately.
Root beer.
Yeah. I've been trying to be productive at home, but it's not like when I get home, after walking 10 miles or whatever, I kind of just sit down and I watch streams, and I'm playing like the more support role for friends and shit. And I don't know. I feel like I've been super lazy because I've been needing to make a new layout, but at the same time, it's like my mental capacity sometimes. It's hard to. But it's at the same time I'm allowing myself, because at one point, dude, I used to fire. I mean, I still do on most of the things, but just fire on all pistons 24/7. Just come home, start doing some art and shit. But then I suffer from burnout really bad.
Yeah.
Trying to find that balance.
I'm definitely the opposite.
Trying to find that balance between being productive and not being lazy. It's very hard for me because either I go 1,000% or I go fucking 0.
Yeah, or nothing. Yeah. That middle ground.
Sorry if you guys have something. I'm just rambling.
Oh,
I thought of something today. Because I work so hard, and I say this because everybody works hard, but I have this, and I've been trying to figure it out for like since I don't know, I started working, or especially when I started working at the post office, it didn't get bad, but it's a thing. I have this like ravenous determination. Like you can be determined to get your work done at a fast pace, whatever, this and that. I have this determination that won't stop. It will I will basically be killing myself to get it done, but I understand that it's happening and I'm okay with it. I'm like, I have to get it done as fast as possible. Yes, fuck yes. And like it's very strange. I don't get it because, you know, like
I used to be.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Barry.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it gives you that kind of feeling of accomplishment afterwards. You know what I mean?
Well,
Lets those endorphins go, and you're like, "Hey, I fucking did this. I know what I went through, but I fucking got it done."
The thing is, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I every day I go into work, and this is weird because I do the same route every day. You know, sometimes I do a different route, this and that. But there are a lot of routes. I've done all of them now to where I know them. But it's every time I get on a route, and maybe this is like my speedrunner brain. I'm like, I have to beat my times, even though my times are so fucking fast, and the stars have to align to break them sometimes. There's no reason to go that fast. There's no fucking reason. But
part of it's just in integrity. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do when nobody's watching? You know?
Yeah, but it's like I have such a fire. Like, you know, people are like, oh, you know, they got a fire under their ass, blah blah blah, this and that, and they got the, you know, the burning spirit, this and that. Mine is like I just can't explain it. Like, it's almost dangerous.
Yeah. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be. After my first time with Spirit, after I got fired from there, it basically went away. But, you know, it's just, because I was trying to be the best there and all this, and it didn't help me, basically, to an extent. And then, like, before that at Farmland, I was the best at everything. Like, I was faster than everyone and all this. I don't know. It just kind of went away, which is kind of weird.
Right, and that is
even playing
thing,
basketball, like the sports side of it, same mentality.
The other thing I was thinking with my two buddies at work, one is equally fast, and one of them, like, she's good, she's consistent, you know, does her job. That's great. Like, she's a good CCA. She's not necessarily bad. The thing is when people compare us to other CCAs, that's where people say like, oh, well, they're bad. No, we're just really good. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to explain that to her, and I feel bad because I'm not meaning to overshadow people, but I'm just, and the reason I'm so fast.
It's also how they take things.
Yeah. But I don't think without my buddies at work, I would still be as fast as I am today, because one of them is super competitive. And not that we try to compete, like we make jokes about competing, but we never actually like record the results. Right. But it's like, you know, like just the other day, she did a route faster, like broke our, like we had a record because there are the auxiliary routes, and you do them together, and there's only 3 people in the station that can do them together in one day, but let alone as fast as we can do them. And normally those routes are 3.5 hours long. She did them both like an hour 57, and that I was like, fucking A. I told the supervisors, that's fast even for fucking me, dude. Like it's crazy. But then
cut it down from 6.5 hours or whatever to
just
an hour 50.
Yeah, it's fucking. Well, it's 7 hours worth of work.
7 hours
into about just under 4 hours.
4, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what kind of keeps that fire going, is because I'm like, you know, I still want to be the best. I'm not trying to beat my carrier buddy here, but I just have that competitive edge where it's like, okay, you're going to do that, then well, I'm going to fucking start doing that too.
Yeah.
And then our other buddy, I don't want to say any names because I don't want to like point them out, but they're just like, you guys are crazy, like, because we're going so fucking fast. And again, there's no reason to go that fast, but we just love getting it done. It's just like, fuck yeah, we're the best. And then when the other stations start calling you, like knowing you by name,
well, it's just it's good to feel like the best.
That's like when I was telling Cody during our like warm up chat, when other stations need help, they're calling for me and my buddy by name now because we're that fast. Like Wichita stations know us because we're so fucking fast. Kick ass. I'm the best.
Oh yeah.
Plus, are you that fast bearded?
Huh?
Are you that fast bearded?
Am I that fast? I was gonna say I wake up every morning and piss excellence. You know?
Oh, that's good. Oh shit.
You
does
just asked the wrong motherfucker.
Speed, though? Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I've been meaning to see a doctor about it.
Yeah, he keeps saying I should come in again, but I think I'm fine.
It'll be all right.
I swore I had another postal story and I just forgot.
The only one I know.
Yeah, so I guess FedEx dropped the Amazon deal.
Ooh.
So Amazon's still floating around. So we're gonna have that for the rest of my fucking life. But that sucks. In all honesty.
It kind of keeps jobs around, though, you know.
Yeah, yes and no, because I mean, I just want a regular. The thing is
well, I'm not talking you're just you like going to a regular spot, but it keeps the helpers. They wouldn't have to get rid of any or anything.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed though is once you become regular, people they're like, man, I feel so bad for you, but there's nothing I can do. So I mean, sorry, bud. Which is it's completely understandable. The longer I'm a CCA, the more I get it. Where I'm like, not them being slow, but like, I get why you have become so bitter, and you know, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna give them any help because they abused me when I was a CCA kind of thing. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, yeah, that makes so much sense now. I mean, I'll still be a little bit helpful, but I'll be like, yeah, sorry, I'm leaving in 8 hours today, so I can't give you any help, and they can't say anything, so.
That's crazy.
I talked to my station manager about it. I was like, I am so fast that my speed is going to be my downfall when I become a regular because I'm gonna whatever route I'm going to get, I'm going to add on to it because all the routes on the station are really tiny right now, which is fine. Adding more to a route is not a big deal. But at some point, it's going to catch up to me, and it could be years down the road. That's the thing.
Yeah, it could be 10 years later when it really hits you.
But I mean, 10 years later, I'll be 38. So then I'll go, yeah, that makes sense. It's maybe time to start slowing down and preserving my body a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be true. You just have to help it out in a lot of ways. Eating correct and shit.
Yeah, eating correct. I eat fucking pizza constantly, dude.
I know,
but I will say,
microwave taquitos.
Dude, come on, pizza's got to be healthier than a lot of other foods. You got your vegetables, you got your grains,
they say
you got
it's
your
better
dairy,
for you in the morning
you got
than
your
cereal.
meats. Well, yeah, cereal is just a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, I know.
A fucking bowl of milk, dude.
Hey man,
don't water down the sugar.
About my Raisin Bran, all right?
Dude, Raisin Bran's fucking delicious.
Okay, what are you guys, 60?
Dude, I fucking love Raisin Bran, dude.
Don't make me shake my fist at you.
I'm already doing it.
Oh no!
Damn kids.
Got 2 old man fists shaking at me.
Whoa. Looking to grabs.
Yeah, I don't know if I should run or go to the basement. There's some popsicles in the freezer.
Whoever swallows the most Tylenol PM wins. I was hoping I got that one right. That was good.
That one was good, yeah. Holy shit.
Man.
Good time.
Yeah, Herbert. Thanks, Herbert. For that moment we shared together.
That's who sponsored today's podcast, was Herbert, apparently.
Oh my God, Bearded.
Hey man, we're gonna get it one of these days. You know that.
He's bearded.
That hook's finally gonna catch.
We are sponsored by Herbert.
Let me
the pervert.
I'm gonna get in touch with some people. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
It's gonna be I'm gonna start out real small. That's a really rude thing to say. I am so sorry. Actually, I'll say that. Because no company is small. Who wants to sponsor us?
Oh no!
Jameson just hung up the phone.
Damn it!
Fuck, we lost him.
That's the dream one.
No,
lost him.
I do have a couple in mind that I do kind of want to reach out to. Again, the worst thing that they can say is no, really.
Right.
See, the thing I've been thinking about with the channel specifically, because we have a lot of different stats in a lot of different places now. Like we have our YouTube stats, we have Spotify stats, we have Plex stats, which I have no fucking idea how to even look into that. We have a lot more listeners on Spotify than YouTube already, and we joined up Spotify a little bit later than YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
You go to let me look up the thing really quick. Yeah, we had dashboard, acquired podcast. Yeah, so what is it? We've had 77 streams on Spotify.
Nice.
Which is a bit. So basically, there's this statistic where it says starts and streams. Basically, starts is when you press play on something, but then you like switch or whatever, or change the song or whatever. So basically, we have 100 starts, and we have 77 streams, which means they played for more than a minute. Which then after that minute they fucked off because they were like, "This shit's fucking awful."
Yes, that's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says 15 unique listeners, and we have 10 followers, so that's dope.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Hell yeah.
Stats are cool to look at.
Do you guys have a favorite episode? All right.
Any?
I don't know. Do you guys, we asked this earlier. I was like, "Hey, what's your favorite moment on a podcast?" That's basically the same question, and now I feel stupid. I think mine was when we finally talked about Endgame. I think that's the one where we got those clips from too. That was a fucking ballistic.
There was definitely one or two of them from there.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a good one. I don't know. I really don't have a favorite one.
I'm kind of the same. No real favorite. I love them all.
They're all my favorite child.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like your little children.
There's definitely some that I like a lot more than others, but that's no, not my children.
Oh.
No, like when I listen back to some of the podcasts, I listen to like myself, and I'm like, "You're just a big old fucking robot." This one, dude, you shut your fucking mouth. You watch your mouth, Mister. Yeah, I don't know, like especially like the first couple few, I'm like, man, I could have done so much better shit. But I mean, it's just how it goes. You just, you learn from it.
Yes,
but
sir.
We've all been bros for
Yeah,
a while.
everyone should get a little better.
Yeah, I think we're getting better. But yeah, do you guys want to wrap up, or do you guys good, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we can wrap up. It's been a while now.
Been an hour 38.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I looked over and it was like, okay, we're 12 minutes in, and then I looked over again and it was like 58 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, what happened?
What just happened?
And we were in a really good conversation about an hour in, so I was like, I'm just gonna go like hour and a half and then kind of see what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
pretty good.
That was I really enjoyed that one.
Me too.
Yeah, we'll run through patrons. If you'd like to become a Patreon and support the show, you can go to patreon.com/controrequired. Thank you, Time Jumper and Risu. Patrons of the show, you guys are awesome. Appreciate your face.
Thank you guys.
Very much awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fun chatting with you guys in Discord too.
Yeah, they're cool people.
They really are.
We met Time Jumper and Risu at PAX South. They're very cool.
Oh, nice.
Super
Hopefully
nice.
I can get out to an event.
Still waiting on that pizza date, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'm making. I'll wait.
Maybe stop attacking people. Okay. they have lives to live.
When I'm promised a pizza date, and it was like
that's something I take serious.
One day, Brandon, we'll take you on some good pizza and we'll share a night together. And I'm like, oh my god, please do.
Please.
And then I got stood up, and it's been like 6 years.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. It's been like 4 years, but yeah.
Jesus. Okay, I see where the bitterness comes from now. I understand. We're with you now.
But anyway, so the show originally gets put up on YouTube, youtube.com/consolerequired. We're on Spotify, which is like bit.ly/required podcast. I'm pretty sure I tested that just last night. Bit.ly. Yeah, that's it. And then we're also on Plex, which is I want to say it's like a Hulu-esque kind of platform that also does podcasts. It's a subscription-based thing, but podcasts are free to listen to, I'm pretty sure. So basically, you can just kind of search the Required Podcast anywhere, and you'll find us because we're super big and famous. So.
Oh yeah.
Not to brag or anything, but we're doing very well. We're millionaires, basically. Is what I'm saying.
It has taken off real quick.
Yeah, it's cool. You can find me at Console Required on Twitter. You can find Bearded at BeardedXP. Cody's at CMAX Survival. Cody likes to see some dick pics every now and then, so feel free to send him a couple, or
Oh wow, thanks.
So that's how that works. Oh, wow.
I didn't know that's how that worked.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm gonna edit that out. I'm sorry.
It was funny.
I'm just sitting. I am so lazily sitting in my chair.
I know, it just
rocking out this outro.
Went out there. C-Max Survival, and then I was the last one. You were like, he likes dick pics.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to be more active on Twitter. I'm seriously posting like once a week because I don't know what to post about, and because I'm constantly working. And I'm sure people are fucking so sick of hearing about my postal stories on Twitter.
Well, I doubt it. Every day or two, you can, not every day, but every few days, a few days after, you can redo the link and stuff.
See,
for
like
the
what
podcast.
apparently a lot of people liked what I did just yesterday when I posted little clips on Twitter.
Yeah, that was funny.
Dude.
Yeah.
I have on my first
you could
one
do that.
put,
just put little clips in.
There are 65 views on that motherfucker within the day.
Oh, nice.
I was like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, that's cool, and that's also like, because you don't get. I don't know if you can, but you get the statistics of who sees your tweet, but
yeah,
you get the statistics of the video like right up front. It's kind of cool.
It's just cool because I want to start doing that because people can get an idea of what the podcast is without having to listen to an hour,
pop out
and a
random
half,
funny
hour 45.
clips. Yeah.
Good shit. This was
that's a good idea.
This was a really wholesome episode.
It was a very wholesome episode.
You guys are.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little drunk.
My friends.
You guys are the best.
The beer root's getting to them.
Oh, so speaking of which, not really speaking of which, I went to Quick Trip, and I always buy like root beer and pizza. That was like my lunch every day.
Is the podcast over?
Yeah.
We're still going?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, we never said bye. So
yeah.
I was like, I thought you were just adding on to it, and I didn't want to like say some things that were not podcast
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know when it ended.
We're still recording. You're racist, but it's fine.
Oh, God. Oh no!
I'm fucking with
they
you.
know where I work now. I don't work at a right next to a gun store.
No, yeah. I was just gonna finish up with the story, and then we'll wrap up.
Go.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not really. I mean, it's not much of a story, but it kind of threw me for a loop because again, I don't drink, and they've been adding like a lot of beer and stuff at like Walmart, and like people are selling like the harder beers and shit now, and. I put up my pizza and my root beer, and he's like pizza and beer, and I was like, did like a double take because I looked away for a second. I was like,
making sure you got beer.
Yeah, I was like,
wait, what?
Yes, I guess. It was weird because internally I was like, no, that's root beer.
Yeah.
And I'm just a
stupid
peasant.
That's one thing I've learned about me recently is I'm a fucking monotone fucking robot, and I hate it. I'm so direct with people. they make a joke, and then sometimes I'm just like, and it just goes over my head, and then I can't stop myself from sounding like a fucking nerd, and I'm like, just
well, you kind of deal with
dude.
a lot of people, so.
How's
Every
the weather?
day,
Oh, it's,
so.
the weather's real hot today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is fucking hot. It's gonna be hot.
It's been hot for the last 4 fucking months. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Shit hasn't
summertime. What the
changed.
fuck you think it is? The sun is in the sky. Okay. God damn. Superheat death of the universe is hanging out above me. Yeah, it's fucking hot. Sorry, it's a hot button.
It's a very hot issue around here. Wink, wink.
All right, just shut up. We're going out. We're leaving.
God. I've ruined it.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Wow, this is our second hour 45 episode. Do we fucking... Good job, everybody. All right,
wait,
bye.
so we are recording?
Yes!
Oh, shit!
Yeah, and there's the somebody fucking up at the intro. Boom,
Oh, shit!
Roll credits. I fucking love that, dude. We catch that every time somehow.
That's so funny.
You guys are awesome. All right, thanks for listening, everybody.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
You're
Love you guys.
breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
Bye.
Bye.